Всем привет! Доброго вечера! Так, мы снова в Фонтейне. Продолжим наши квестики, на которых мы остановились. Так. Берите материалы для создания волшебных сумок. Фактически в самом начале. Как бы тут добраться до этого места? Что-то у меня трансляция лагает, не пойму. Секундочку, попробую еще раз открыть. Этот елань прекрасно летит, парит. Что-то у меня, возможно, интернет. Что нужно? Силу гидра использовать? Каким образом? Очевидно, таким. Ой, прикольный цветочек. Волокнистый розмарин. Ну, я предлагаю пособирать тут больше. Еще какой-то необычный цветок. Маркот. Так, не знаю, если сейчас кто-то уже успел зайти. У меня почему-то с приложения Twitch вообще не желает открываться. Здесь наша трансляция идет вообще. Кошмар какой-то. Что упало? Twitch или мой интернет? Страшное дело. Ладно. Продолжим пока квест.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the КУР-ДЕ-ФОНТЕЙН.
So, we're going to the КУР-ДЕ-ФОНТЕЙН before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Что попробовать? Что попробовать?
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Так.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let's go.
Хорошо, в общем. Линия предлагает нам... То есть он заметил девочку, которая ворует, и предлагает ее поймать. Снова эти прекрасные песики гвардии... Ну, предполагаю, что какая-нибудь гвардия у них особая есть здесь. Интересненькие такие. Какой же здесь долгий лифт. Очень долгий. Уровневая карта, резервуар. Как посмотреть? Это просто говорит о том, что я еще пустыню толком-то и не прошла. Поняли. Я наивно надеялась, что пока буду там смотреть, лифт меня уже довезет. А нет. Ну, здесь мы в прошлый раз уже успели пробежаться, все открыть. В сторону надо было выходить.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Так, у меня, не знаю, по какой-то неведомой причине не работает чат. Ладно. Надо остановить ее.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction. What should we do? Should we chase her?
Наша задача преградить этот путь, остальным займется линия.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away.
Ну, тем более странно бегать, учитывая, что мы не знаем город
Nothing's
вообще.
happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief.
Пойдем поищем линию.
Let's go.
Что же там успело случиться за это время? Блин, да что такое?
Are you
Неужели
sure that's all she took? You
всё
should check
идёт?
to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Linny?
Так, линия подвернула лодыжку.
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated.
Вот он мне кого-то напоминает, я никак не могу понять, кого.
But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Linny's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the КУР-ДЕ-ФОНТЕЙН now.
Придется еще раз прокатиться на аквабусе. Зря я в прошлый раз так спешила. Ладно. Катаемся еще раз, так и быть. Это довольно-таки здорово.
What a genius way to get around! People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Ffonteine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Ой, наша старая знакомая.
Huh?
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aqua bus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't...
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Это точно привлечет внимание, но это не совсем те новости, за которыми ты охотишься.
You're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually. You mean the serial disappearances of young women case? That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
Нифига себе, 20 лет назад. Что-то меня уже начинает пугать этот Фонтейн.
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
Страшно.
But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
А если действует несколько преступников, или, может быть, другие преступники пытаются имитировать это преступление?
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Прям будто в Хогвартс въезжаем. Ой, все сказочное. И у меня музыкой навеялась такая ассоциация.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Ah, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Ух ты. Очень красочно и живописно.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Хочу заметить, что Фонтейн выглядит довольно-таки богатым городом.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Такой Фремина.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
У Лини, похоже, большая семья.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
Hmm? What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Переживайте, говорить спокойно. Что обсуждают?
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
Какой-то грустный мальчик.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Может ли этот гидродракон быть стихийным драконом Фонтейна?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something.
Давай, поймаю.
Hydro dragon, don't cry!
Ух ты. Я думаю, сработает.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers. It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
А вы прям так стояли? Подождем все это
Was there
время.
something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Хорошо, пока, Линия.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there?
Что-то как-то он очень нагло начинает пользоваться добротой
I'm
путешественницы.
afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted. And the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Но, с другой стороны, он нас выручил в каком-то смысле, спас, поэтому нет никаких проблем помочь ему с этим.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Просто как-то...
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making
must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Мы должны заплатить?
No, no need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
А вот это уже супер интересно. Это уже супер интересно. Все, что в городе используется, работает на индемнитиуме, энергии, которая производится на судебных заседаниях. Обалдеть.
How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
Собирает веру людей в справедливость и преобразует ее в энергию. Уже подозрительно.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Венти и Нахида ведь говорили, что божества получают силу благодаря вере.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
Так. Какие-то подозрительные типчики подошли. Труан, боец торговой ассоциации Кабриера.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Кто-то кому-то должен обычное дело. Ты права. Паймон предлагает уйти.
Hey, hold on.
О,
Before you
боже.
go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
Так, посмотрите, кто у нас тут. Вот это нежданчик, вот этот неожиданный поворот. Child. Какими судьбами?
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Как он встал так, типа, мимо шел.
Ah, you're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
Да, мы тебя тоже здесь не ожидали встретить.
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Сегодня просто день неожиданных встреч.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Приятельница, надо же.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Хватит с нас штормов.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Нифига, дерзкий боец.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Психанул.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Без проблем.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Мне еще предлагают им надавать
You can
тумаков.
run, but you can't hide. You're mine. Ta, ta. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Что я за Тарталию даже не играла. Справился. Молодец.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird.
Вот эта сценка сейчас была. А что произошло?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Лучше бы тебе поменьше его использовать.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
Расскажи подробнее об этой силе.
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Кто же это?
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
Похоже, что твоя сила связана с происшествием в бездне.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
Подождите, она в бездне была, и она его там обучала?
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Тут не очень понятный момент.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise...
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, КУР-ДЕ, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's Child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Cloran.
Ага. Во время встречи с Гидроархонтом?
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while.
Фига
I'll
себе.
come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Подозрительно.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Гуляем по всему КУР-ДЕ-ФОНТЕЙНу.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Тише, Паймон, портить интригу заранее, дурной тон.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing!
Кто бы мог подумать, что Паймон увлечется чтением.
Whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
Спасибо, обойдусь.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the opera house to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Lenny said that the opera house is on Aeneas, so let's go ride the aquabus.
Так. Что тут можно подобрать интересного? Ой, сбила девушку с ног. Хюбель, владелец книжной лавки. Хочу почитать книжку. Ого. Ну, я считаю, что надо все купить. Пусть будет. Когда-нибудь я все-таки почитаю книжки в геншине, которые тут есть. Да. Интересно, где-то еще ниже телепорт. Ладно. Мне нужно наверх. Ага. Нужно здание. Вот тут все интересненькое. Сундучки прям кажется, как будто с сокровищами. Уж очень сбивают. Линия Навия. Вот, нужна. Поехали.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Что себе в Венеции? Эльфан, здравствуй. Да, полетели. Поплыли.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself. The destination of the current tour is Aeneas. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese.
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontейне Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
Интересно, что в Фонтейне какие-то присутствуют отсылки к грекам.
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark. Even though I will take any forgotten items to Lost and Found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Тебе спасибо, Эльфан. Так, мы добрались до нового острова. Нужно обязательно здесь ткнуть телепорт. Бегу посмотреть по углам. Что тут есть интересненького? Точка телепорта. Станция Маркот. Двигаемся вперед. И птички тут плавают. И расцветки какие. Ой, там какие-то. С львами. Ай. Спугнула. Хочу посмотреть, что это за штуки такие. Рядом с сундуком. Что это? Жди лотос вот еще какой-то. Кристалл. Из пальчика стреляют, что ли? Кристалл разведки уровня воды. Изначально это странный кристалл создавался для измерения влажности окружающей среды. Но оказалось, что он может измерять только собственную влажность и реагировать соответствующим образом. Интересно, что будет, если применить к нему гидро без остановки. Это как? Без остановки это как? Я не могу без остановки. Кажется, мне нужна Барбара. А, ну вот он типа горит, сияет. Давайте Барбару попробую, что ли. Ну, где-нибудь отряд с Барбарой-то есть, вот. Ау, теперь его можно сдвинуть. Ух ты, он просто в воду. А, блин, так вот так можно было сдвинуть. Интересно. Загадка. Как всегда. Долбанутые загадки геншина. Не? Так. Не? Тоже не работает. Нифига это дело. Ладно. Не буду я здесь останавливаться тогда, раз. Какая-то странная штука. где-то здесь. А, прям в фонтане. Едем дальше. Весель. То же самое. Нужно определенно разобраться, как с этой штукой быть.
Go, Barbara, go!
Красота. Танец линий.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Опа. О? Люмин. Что? Что?
Wrong.
Vache. Vache.
Опять 25. Ты что сейчас сказал, Паймон?
Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Да, снова. Кто это говорил?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette, you scared Paimon. When did you get here?
When he asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
Кстати, Линет только что мне показала, что слышит тихий голос.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Как будто голос исходил из фонтана.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
Паймон так пугается, как будто первый раз такое.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element.
It's because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with...
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Интересное объяснение, правда, не уверена, что дела обстоят именно так.
So, what did the voice say?
Кажется, звал кого-то по имени.
If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go. where humans come from.
Ну-ка, поболтаем с ней. Приветствую тебя, я задумалась и не сразу заметила тебя. Можно узнать над чем? Конечно, я думала, как именно появилось человечество. Мелюзины рождены или насом? Я часто задаюсь вопросом, как появились первые люди. Родились из плоти и крови, как мы, или были созданы как-то по-другому? Я не из Тевата, поэтому... О, правда, не важно, это просто одна из мыслей, которая приходит мне на ум, понимаешь? В этом мире так много вещей, которые мой мелюзин не в состоянии понять. К этому начинаешь привыкать. Тем не менее, спасибо, пожалуйста, прими этот маленький сувенир. Спасибо тебе, Веледа. Это Артюра шедевра. Салами. Ух ты, блесин. А фонтан поднимается и опускается, словно это иллюзия. Нравится иллюзия? Да, я очень наблюдательна, с легкостью нахожу зацепки на месте преступления, но иллюзии для меня непонятны. Если маги иллюзионисты могут провести иллюзию, значит они необыкновенные. Здорово. А вот снова жандарм и его пёсель. Объявлений. Эйф. Угадайте, будет ли на следующем суде председательствовать месье Нивелет и будет ли присутствовать госпожа Фурина? Нивелете. Это тот самый господин Верховный Судья Нивелет. Нивелет, наверное. Который привез нас в Мелюзин жить в Фонтейн. Месье Нивелет очень занят и будет председательствовать только на некоторых делах. Остальными занимается палата Ардари, находящаяся в его подчинении. Но даже при своем все более напряженном графике он останавливается, чтобы поздороваться, когда видит нас. Это он делает на протяжении веков. Тоже такой. Так, о Фурине. Госпожа Фурина прекрасна, будто пена морская в лучах солнца, но ее характер для меня непостижим. Иногда она похожа на бушующее море, а иногда на застоявшуюся в бассейне воду. Божества, как выяснилось, гораздо эмоциональнее людей. Божества гораздо эмоциональнее людей. Необычно. А нам двигаемся дальше. Вот и линия. Такой красивый зал, холл точнее.
Traveler in Paimon, good to see you. I knew you'd...
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world!
I can tell, but you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the...
Немножко проскипаю диалоги побыстрее.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already...
Ooh, front row seat!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Так, Лини нам выдал билетики.
I'll
Первый
be right
ряд.
there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats.
Так, и сам ушел по делам. Давайте осмотримся. Что-нибудь интересное. Ничего даже не спрятали тут. В таких роскошных сидениях. Какой зал вообще, офигеть. Прям реально театр. Тоже сидел, мне кажется. Тоже это.
These should be our seats. Come on!
Ловкое молчание. Очень неловкое. Даже Паймон не знает, что сказать.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still.
За дело.
Kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
За дело, Паймон. Обычно ведь ты этим у нас занимаешься.
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Oh.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Какой девочка.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was... wait, that's not it. Paimon's... Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
Какие там кресла. Довольно-таки просторно между креслами. Так, ситуация становится более неловкой.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fondeyne.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Nervillet.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fondeyne.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later, otherwise she may become flustered.
Кажется, он хорошо ее знает.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess...
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before! Oh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Вот это шоу. И правда шоу. Здорово.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Harlan didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
Изумительно, неделя, что он знаменитый маг, иллюзионист.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Harlan couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Кажется, месье Новелет немножко такой джунглишным вайбом от него несет.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
У него котик в шляпе, классно.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Давай посмотрим.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin.
Паймон, путешественница. Кто из них?
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
Нет, оказывается, это кто-то другой.
Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Слушай, а не та девушка-воришка.
It might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
Уверена, Лини ко всему готов.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Подозрительно.
Alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 30. Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Это часть шоу.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Носился со сцены.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23. What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again.
7,
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5, 4, 3,
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0.
Ta-da!
What happened?
Это, блин, что сейчас было? Какого... Что за...
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
В кои-то веки мы вне всего этого просто наблюдаем, но все равно как-то жесть еще. Что происходит?
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of
Какого?
the assistants in Linny's magic troupe.
Да вы чё, михуё?
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
Провернуть это вот так на глазах публики Архонта и Верховного Судьи.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Бедняжка Линия.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
Ей не помешает подружиться с Нахидой, мне кажется.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Против него есть только подозрения.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you...
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
Так.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Я верю Лине.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Да.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Это каким-то образом я должна лезть вообще в это дело, ну, в смысле, путешественница. Она же вообще не шарит, как у них тут все устроено, что за бред.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Linny!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor
Честно
cow.
говоря, уже просто пробитие дна какое-то. Вначале в Старейле, теперь в Геншине.
I
Жесть.
know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking.
Конечно, нет, мы так
Tell
не
me, good to
думаем.
hear. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Ох ты, господи, класс, где ты взяла эти очки?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Да, Паймон, выглядит забавно.
Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
Такая уверенность в себе.
Since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with...
All right, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
Что-то как-то вообще не весело.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Представитель Лини или Нет.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hard. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props. As well as you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed
как
the
он там вообще
box.
оказался?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched it. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank, all these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're...
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but I know there's no such thing as magic. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious.
В журнале по делу можете проверять статус сбора доказательств и улик, а также порядочить информацию о деле. Офигеть! В журнале по делу вы можете видеть еще не найденные доказательства и улики. Отправьте в соответствующую область, чтобы найти их. Используйте навык восприятия, чтобы искать доказательства и улики для исследования в определенном радиусе от себя. Это повысит ваш общий прогресс. Итак, отчет о результатах расследования. Согласно расследованию жандармов, фейерверк, запущенный незадолго до окончания представления, поджег веревки, на которой держался резервуар с водой. В результате резервуар упал. Так. Вопрос без ответа. Информация. Да. Сыщик в действии.
Whoever the murderer was...
Что? Так, подождите, я... Что тут вообще происходит?
So this is the rope that broke and caused the... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler? Whoa. Look! This bit is made from Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Кажется, это что-то, что хорошо горит.
So if a rope meant... Wait! Paimon...
Особая веревка. Так. Один жандарм. Эйтин.
The investigation team has some new findings.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked...
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation. In other words, Lenny knew.
That much checks out.
Let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Итак, генератор был настроен на одно и то же
Lenny's
место.
magic tricks were the stuff of legends.
Look, doing magic.
Так. Морис, жандарм, что нам скажет?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the seats were all booked in advance. So we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity, but sure, it's not like this is confidential information. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work. The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all.
Were the victims of...
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young.
Okay, then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see, it is of utmost importance.
Так, мы узнали, что пропала художница Холзи, которая до этого ни с кем не была знакома из труппы. Тут нужно еще тыкать, чтобы быстро проскочало. Ау.
I see that you're investigating the area. If you find any new and
We don't have too many thoughts.
then why don't I tell you?
The thud? Oh!
Yes, exactly. It wasn't. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath. So I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the...
But wasn't the noise we heard...
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Но ведь тогда резервуар начал раскачиваться. Странный звук. Нашли еще. Морочные детективы, блин. За этим должны заниматься профессионалы. Так, осмотрели еще один ящик.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. I think someone will be assigned to Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot. I think someone will be...
Что такое-то? Натыка на Молли.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. I think someone will be assigned...
А, все, это типа уже засчитали.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Ух, какая леди.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to...
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I
Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
Какая милашка.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Melus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rasula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, that's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance case. Judging from the look of things...
Really? We think so too! But how did you come...
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled... Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive... But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if... Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And...
Sounds more like you just...
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times. Liking her doesn't... All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time...
Wait a minute! Did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry. You won't hear... In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Интересно, что при такой странненькой... При таком странном гидроархонте некоторые местные жители весьма своевольны. Здорово.
And why would that be?
Тут серьезное дело, не развлечение.
See, Silver and...
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that no matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience is, that if that can be done...
All right, that's quite enough, Melus. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation...
Wait! Since when did we become a...
Oh, well, I can be the assistant.
That's more like it.
Кое-что упустила, Паймон.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that you wish to save a friend from false accusations.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, all right.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to...
Те хотят знать секреты Лини. Секреты его фокусов. С кем-то надо поболтать. Тристана, жандарм.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit.
No, we're not leaving. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone... So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
Во время спектакля.
I doubt there was much opportunity.
How can you be so sure?
Well, because I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite... But still, I did not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the... We Melazines are good at that sort of...
So, it's safe to say the girl... All right, thank you for your help. This'll be...
Подозрительно.
We checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we?
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my...
You may spare the pleasantries.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rasula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
Крутая. Ну, она мне определенно нравится.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along.
It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Так, изнанка двери отличается.
The back? You mean the inside of the door?
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
Значит ли это, что внутри ящика еще один ящик?
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
И он соединял ящики между собой.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw that. The 2 magic boxes are positioned. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box.
I see. So that's the
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out,
А
she
ты в
would
это
already
время
be
что?
back on stage.
Ты в это время что делаешь?
Right! You were talking that whole time!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes, and no one can tell who's who.
Они двойняшки. Да?
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Вы здорово все придумали.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in. Jump, and then I walk out of the other box in the audience area. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing. And yet, to think that someone was able. Could we have a look around? I think we can come.
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Так. Получили новую информацию.
Whoever the murderer was, this rope was obvious. People needed. Why would it be?
Что у нас здесь 3 из 3. И еще
Looking at
нужно.
well, the perform and we. Gosh, no wonder the.
Устройство двигается автоматически. Лестница.
What looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all
Крюк.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different.
Whatever it is.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which,
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those and here's a broken vase.
that can't be.
Let's.
Одежда даже.
Oh, These are the clothes. Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
И не говорят, что зрители переодевают.
And do you really need... Ugh, this is so...
Паймон уже спиральки в глазах пошли. Я понимаю, Паймон очень. У меня тоже уже офигевшие такие. Так. Тележка.
What is this place?
It seems someone could...
Could this...
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them...
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Подозрительно.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the state of the crimes. Let's find a place to sort out our findings.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape?
They believe the odds of that are very low. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the...
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance? No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld.
Charges and then trial.
So that's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the oratrice will hear statements. That's right. This is how the statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness test. To put it simply, it's as if the oratrice has its own...
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice.
Невероятно, да.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make... Then, finally, the oratrice will be consulted by a...
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides?
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same... Ah, yes, the guards also asked me...
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside... And even if that were not so, it could...
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, there's no need for that.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options.
Паймон спросила про еду.
Let's just sort out our findings together here. I mean, what better way to properly...
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a... Just kidding.
What do you mean, no snacks?
Huh? Here?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Я тоже любительница пирожных. Класс. Нам приготовят пироженки. Здорово.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Прелесть.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
Обалдеть.
These three are quite the interesting group. And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven.
Прелесть.
Oh, it's even. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, but you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Я аплодировал, я ободряюще улыбался. Прелесть.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy...
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only... Don't underestimate beating egg weights, by the way. It's a real arm workout. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send...
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle. No need for concern.
Так, у нас пироженки.
Down to business. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
Нет никаких свидетельств, что третий вообще существовал.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this, but the only people left to consider.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
Она не знала, как устроен фокус.
That's right. And even if she had tampered, nor does she have any motive. The guards said...
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into a... Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia.
They are my specialty after...
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, if you...
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Съел, не переживай.
Even you don't believe Paimon? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they...
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed. Loose, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want to...
As you wish, Demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this...
Да уж.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have... I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got to... It would be awkward if you got all...
All right, thanks for your help.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Так.
It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Кажется, мне предлагается еще и самой вести все это дело. Обалдеть. Глаз Бога, Чайлда. Прелесть. Так, что-то я еще не смогла найти. Интересно. Там ничего не было, как же так? Ладно, я предлагаю оставить это на следующий стрим, на сегодня закончить. Было интересно, но неожиданно. Все-таки как-то перегибают, мне кажется, сюжетом наши разработчики. Ну ладно, что поделать. Да, на этом я предлагаю заканчивать.